The world's largest cruise ship will sail into Fort Lauderdale this Friday. Our travel editor Peter Greenberg is here with a first look at this gigantic floating city. Peter, good morning.
Good morning, Harry. And gigantic it is. It's called the Oasis of the Seas, and its very arrival poses huge challenges for the cruise industry and begs this question. So how big is big?
Brand spanking new. The world's largest cruise ship set sail for Fort Lauderdale last month from Finland, where it was built. It's taller, wider, heavier, and at $1.4 billion more expensive than any other liner. Its first challenge, squeezing under a bridge in Denmark. The smokestacks were lowered, it went through, with just 2 feet to spare. At 20 stories high, the Oasis of the Seas dwarfs other cruise ships. It's as long as the Empire State Building is tall. It carries 5,400 passengers, and with crew, it holds more than 7,000 people. With 7 different neighborhoods, like Central Park, and a huge theater. So why even disembark?
Realistically, on a 7-day cruise, you'll struggle to do everything because there is just so much to do. So a lot of people will see it as the final destination, I suppose.
With an almost never-ending range of activities, shows, gambling, and shopping. And all of it will cost you. Some of the restaurants, for example, levy a surcharge that's as much as $75 if you want the captain's table. Critics say that this dumbs down the whole cruise experience, but it may just be giving the market what it wants.
If you want an intellectual cruise experience with guest speakers and visiting the antiquities of Europe, then you'll choose a completely different ship. So I don't agree that it's dumbing down. It's providing a service for which there is a market.
Now, for the moment, Oasis of the Seas will sail full, but most new ships are completely booked anyway. The real question is what this new ship means to consumers, to pricing, and to the cruise lines in general.
Do you think something this big an attraction, will attract new customers?
Well, it will, because everybody wants the novelty of being the first on their block to be on a new ship. But in the process, they're going to cannibalize their passenger base from other ships. So the real question then becomes the law of supply and demand, firmly in passenger favor.
Is this a new trend? Are other cruise lines following their lead?
There are other new ships coming online. Norwegian Cruise Lines has the Epic, which is coming out next year. Another big ship, Royal Caribbean, has another one after that. Remember, all these ships were ordered in better economic times.
Right.
Now they got to fill them.
Right. What happened a year ago when the bottom fell out? Did they have to mothball some of the ships, or what did they do with them?
They repositioned them to other markets, trying to grow those markets, but in the process, they also did cutthroat pricing. And let me give you an example of what we're talking about with cutthroat pricing that's starting already now.
Right.
We have a 7-day cruise. This is just a couple of examples in the Caribbean. 7-day cruise for $299 on the Norwegian Pearl. You know what that is? That's $43 a night with 3 meals. You can't wake up in your own home city for that.
Nice.
You can't.
That is amazing.
You have a 14-day Panama Canal crossing, and that's about $1,099, but they even throw the airfare in there, plus $150 of onboard credit. And here's the real wild one. The transatlantic crossing on the legendary Queen Mary 2.
Right.
They just came across our desk the other day, $499.
Wow. Any warnings people should take as they may be embarking on a cruise?
Yes, it's called onboard revenue. Don't worry about the price of getting on the ship. Worry about what you're going to spend on the ship.
Peter, as always, thanks so much.